Residents of Ogome, a suburb of Somanya in the eastern region, threatened to buy guns to protect themselves from incessant stealing and armed robbery incidents there.
If I see you, I'll kill you. That's all. Then I'll go sleep quietly. Morning, then they can't take the dead body. Finish.
But security experts warn residents must not take the law into their hands, but rather immediately form vigilante groups that can help the police to track such criminals. The town folks who blame the police for not doing much also suggest the high rate of unemployment in that area is a major causal factor to the increase in stealing and armed robbery incidents in Ogome.
The criminals are having a field day because the police are not doing what they are supposed to do.
So what could be the difficulty for the police in Ogome in dealing with this matter? Is the resolve to guns by the residents to protect themselves the surest way to deal with the matter? What is the way forward as residents continue to live in fear in Ogome? This is today's big story. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Residents of Ogome and Somanya in the eastern region now live in fear due to horrifying incidents of stealing and robbery in the area. According to them, every passing day appears to bring a new robbery case on the streets of Ogome. We can listen to the residents sharing their frustration.
Nga wenya twa pepepepepepe acho lo minimi das pio no le nenim pepeji inga skala en ma hetu ika no ko bi police station ya ki no le ika no ya police station police o ma ba na ba ke flon ka ko ke ho.
What you are saying is that you are planning to get a gun.
Yes, I'll buy my
and now you'll be killing this.
Yeah, if I see you, I'll kill you. That's all. Then I'll go sleep quietly. Morning, then they can't take the dead body. Finish. They don't know the person where you kill them.
Yeah, papa. Who coffee say I have boys that had my eyes a Germany anti boys no chrono sem. It's me a betty my Jew phone was sem. Last will be G phone or me by her born and so.
We are at the mercy of the criminals in this area because most of the youth in the area are unemployed.
What is the police doing about all of this?
The criminals are having a field day because the police are not doing what they are supposed to do.
In Kaka school, be now Ogome school, no. Omutimi betra hono no mo haye. Utwemu hono ma beti maju for hono Jimmy bani phone. Ya born and nisu.
About a week ago, one of the criminals assaulted and snatched my son's phone. So we want the police to step in and arrest the situation.
When I came here, we are in fine. But nowadays, we are facing a lot of problems like Arombi. If you are saying something or you are asleep, the young guys and the people, they don't want to work. So they will come and thief you. If you are not clever, they will teach you. For me like this, they catch my store before. And I went to police station to report there. They say that unless I bring the fellow that he steal me.
All right, so we're still trying to get ASP Isaac Otin, who is the Somanya District Commander, to tell us more on this. But joining me via Skype and on the phone is Brigadier General Emmanuel Kwetia. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for your time. All right, so we have Dr. Franklin Baini also, who is a security analyst, who will be joining us on the phone. Good evening to you, Dr. Baini.
Hear you.
Doc, you warned that the residents should not take the law into their hands, but they also explained that they don't have any option apart from getting guns to protect themselves.
Hello?
They seem to have lost some confidence in the police. All right, I'm afraid we lost Dr. Bainik there, but joining me in the studio is Latif Idris, my colleague who's been following the story. Hello, Latif. All right, so I'll have you hold Latif and speak with ASP Isaac Otin, who is the police commander for the Somanya district. Good evening to you. Thanks for your time. Latif, whilst the people explain that unemployment, the high rate of unemployment could be the case, I mean, the major factor for this incident, the police have a better appreciation of this situation.
Yeah.
What have they been telling you?
Yeah, according to the police, the intelligence that they have indicates, and it points to one thing, and that is they are pinning this down to 4 ex-convicts from the Akose prisons who have now been reintegrated into the main Somanya, community. According to the police, since the release of these guys into the community, the levels of crime has gone up. So they've not been able to, as it were, link these guys directly to the crimes that have been committed.
Right.
But then they suspect that these 4 individuals could be the cause of the recent crime wave within the constituency. And so what the police is doing is that they've placed surveillance on these 4 individuals. They are monitoring their activities to ensure that they are able to link them to one simple crime, then they'll pick them up.
Right.
And according to the police also, yesterday when I spoke with ASP Ajekotin, they've carried out some swoop. It wasn't successful though, but they believe that going forward, once they are able to carry out similar exercises, the levels of criminality will largely be reduced in the community.
But the people seem to be losing some confidence in the police.
Exactly.
Why is it that, why are they feeling so? Is it that the police is not doing much?
Exactly the points, according to the residents. I met about 6 people. I spoke with 4 of them who were able to speak to us on camera. They told me that they reported similar cases to the police, and the police is not taking the necessary action. So now they've given up on the police. And that is the reason why you hear one of the residents tell me that they are going to now resort to buying guns to defend themselves, because reporting 1, 2, 3 cases to the police and they don't see any positive action from the side of the police. They think that, okay, now we have to defend ourselves. And the only way to do that is to get ourselves guns.
And so how do they intend to get the guns? Because getting guns is not that easy.
It's not easy. You can get it legally. If you get the gun and register it, but you have no right to shoot an individual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
So, you know, they are mainly farming community. The Ogome community is made up of mainly farmers.
Right.
Yeah. Mango farm, cassava farms and all of that. So they have enough if they want. And if you look at the body language and the tone with which this man told us that he's going to get a gun.
For himself.
I don't doubt him. You see he's serious with what he was saying.
Meant what he was saying.
Because he's been robbed not once, not twice, on countless number of occasions. And he feels that the police is not doing much to fix the situation. So they will now take it upon themselves to do the police work, in quotes.
That's very interesting. I think we should listen to this man once more because it's very scary, saying that he's going to get a gun and shoot whoever he feels threatens him, or whoever he feels is a threat to him. He will shoot him, kill him. The next morning, the police will come for the body. Let's listen to the man once more.
Limino imango nga wenya twa pepe acho lo mini mi das pio no le ni pepeji inga skala en ma hetu ika no ko bi police station ya ki no le ika no ya police station police o ma ba na ba ke flon
What you are saying is that you are planning to get a gun.
Yes. I'll buy my
and now you'll be killing this.
Yeah, if I see you, I'll kill you. That's all. Then I'll go sleep quietly. Morning, then they can't take the dead body. Finish. They don't know the person where he kill them.
All right, so that's a resident of Ogome in Somanya in the eastern region.
And he's a farmer.
And he's a farmer, and it looks like, he's not joking, who's been robbed many times, and it looks like it's getting out of hand. So the man is just frustrated, and he wants to get gun to protect himself. We'll take a break. When we come back, will delve into these issues. Latif Idris, many thanks for your time. This is today's big story. We've been talking about increasing spate of armed robbery and stealing in Ogome in Somanya in the eastern region. Now joining me via phone is Brigadier General Emmanuel Kotia. Good evening to you. Thanks for your time on today's big story.
Good evening, Aisha, and good evening to your watchers.
Brigadier, the people of Ogome now live in fear due to some incessant stealing and robbery in the area. What's scary is the fact that the residents have decided to get guns for themselves and kill anybody they see as a threat. Certainly, this is not the legal way to handle matters of this nature. How do you advise this matter is dealt with?
Absolutely, this is not the best way, and this can create more problems so far as security in the area is concerned if the individuals decide to carry their own guns. What the police must do now is to send reinforcements, to organize regular patrols. One can understand that in the district, the police may not have adequate resources to be able to patrol the area, but then there is a need for urgent steps to be taken so that in these particular times, the police should be able to saturate the area with police people to reassure the people that they are there so that the people will not arm themselves. In addition to this, the police could also encourage the people in the area to form neighborhood watchdog committees so that they could help patrol the area in conjunction with the police instead of taking the law into their own hands to arm themselves. Absolutely, definitely, it means that the situation is getting worse so far as armed robbery situation is concerned. And it is important for the police to step up this and help to educate the people so that they can form this neighborhood watchdog committees so that they can assist in curbing the situation in Ogome.
Now, the people seem to have lost confidence in the police, and that's actually resulting in finding their own way of dealing with the matter. What is the police not doing right? And as individuals, what other than killing can they do at their level to protect themselves? You talked about community vigilante groups. What else can they do at the individual level to protect themselves?
A point of correction, I didn't say vigilante group, I say watchdog neighborhood committees.
Right.
And normally with watchdog neighborhood committees, they are assisted by the police to form that, and the police will guide them so far as the formation and the activities are concerned.
Okay.
But the police is the only force that we have so far as the internal security is concerned. So it is important for the police to send reinforcement and to be able to assist the people so that they will win the confidence of the people. They need to win the confidence of the people, make a number of arrests, make a number of searches, so that, and then they need intelligence as well to be able to get information of where these people are coming from and whether they are within the community so that they can cause one or two arrests, and that will send the message that they are in for serious business and they will be able to win the confidence of the people back.
Well, they're not doing that. What could be the challenge?
No, probably there could be a gap. But I think that with this information now coming up and with the press picking this up, I believe that the police administration will do something about it. They have the men and they have the capability. They have the men who can be able to do that. And I believe that it could just be a matter of time. The police should be able to intervene into the situation and resolve the issue.
Well, many thanks to Brigadier General Emmanuel Kotia. He's a deputy commander at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping and Training Center. On the other line is Dr. Franklin Baine, who is a security analyst. Now, you want that the residents should not take the law into their hands. But we are faced with a situation where residents feel the police are not doing much to arrest the situation. So to them, that is the only option available.
My greetings to world listeners this evening. Aisha, indeed, just to take it from where my other colleague was speaking on the subject matter. Well, I will just summarize it to be the importance of community crime prevention strategies. Community crime here, I'm referring to programs and strategies target changes in the community infrastructure, the culture, and all the physical environment in order to reduce the crime. Against this background, what is just spoken about, the diversity of approaches include, as you mentioned earlier on, neighborhood watch and also community policing, urban and physical design, and comprehensive or multidisciplinary efforts. You see, what is happening at that community is really that community is more or less a nucleus community. These strategies may seek to engage residents, community, and the state-based organizations, local government agencies in addressing the factors that contribute to this community crime delinquency in this area and this community we are talking about. For example, we may look at the environmental factors that may lead or determine what kind of strategies to be adopted. For example, if there's to be for maybe a drug-prone area, we can adopt a strategic high-point drug market intervention. But this is not the case. So we look at something like a deterrence, neighborhood watch, improved street lighting system, program-oriented policing, all this against what we have said. But taking the arms, it's very, very painful that we are going to and the police is not coming in. But I was going to raise an issue, but he really countered it and answered himself. The people are losing confidence in the police. So the only option as human beings are supposed to have taken them. But I will also suggest to the police that this is the time they have to put their intelligence, the human intelligence together, signal intelligence together, imaginary intelligence together, measurement and signal intelligence together, and an open source intelligence and community intelligence together to unravel this kind of menace and crime in this community that we are talking about, our brothers and sisters.
Second, because I have ASP Isaac Otsen, who is Somanya District Police Commander. Good evening to you. ASP, what is the police doing immediately to reverse this situation, bearing in mind that people now live in fear? All right, we lost ASP Otsen there. Let me go back to you, Dr. Baini. You are advising that they don't take the law into their hands. But the other thing I ask is the police are blaming some 4 ex-convicts in the area for this. But the residents themselves are relating this to the high rates of unemployment in that area. So this makes it more indeterminable. How do we resolve this issue? Hello, ASP. Good evening to you. Thanks for your time back on today's big story. Okay. So I was asking, what is the police doing immediately to resolve this issue, bearing in mind that the people in Ogome are living in fear now?
Thank you very much.
Hello, ASP.
Thank you to your listeners.
All right, ASP.
For now, what police we are doing is that we intensify our patrols. For Ogome now, yes, we intensify our patrols at the Ogome area. And yes, we put more of our men at the Ogome area both day and night, controlling patrolling the area to make sure that the citizens are free. But what you are saying is that it's not a robbery. They are saying that a robbery, but it's not robbery. What we are explaining is that we will experience only one robbery in Somanya.
All right, ASP. Now, I think that point has been made.
Which police were able to exchange bullets to the armed robbers, and one was gunned down. That's the only one that we got so far.
Well, the point has been made. You say it's theft. The residents say they're being attacked with arms. But whatever it is, the residents seem to have lost some confidence in the police, resulting in their resolve to get guns to shoot anybody they see as a threat to them in that community. This is a serious threat. Are you worried? Hello, ASP. You're still on the line.
Yes, I can get you. I'm arresting us.
I'm saying that the people.
I'm on the ground right now. From what was story out there is even what's on the ground. I can speak that as the commander of Somanya, the story being put out is quite different.
Hello,
If you
ASP.
go to Ogome right now, it's not alarming. There's no robbery. Not robbery has taken place. And the man was saying that it was done. Nobody has come with robbery case. Only one robbery case in Somanya.
I'm saying that that point has been made, but the residents are resolving to getting guns themselves to protect themselves. You should be worried about this.
In fact, from where I'm speaking, from where you are talking from. That's why I'm saying that it's not good that they go for gun themselves, because you cannot go and take gun to protect, because you are police who are there to protect you. But for now, what we are doing is that we intensify our patrol. We are sure the problem that the church government. That anybody who thinks is being affected, come to the police and report. As I speak to you, we are saying nobody has come that is being under threat. The robbers are attacking him. Nobody until this week that are telling me. As a police, nobody has come to that there's robbery. We are expect only one robbery. That's why I say in my record, only one. And even the test is only one test at one political cooler, which is inside that. Yes.
So it looks like there's some loss of confidence.
I don't know who those four commissioners were recently left from Abuja prison.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to restore that lost confidence in the community? Are you planning to meet the community? What are you doing about this?
Well, now what we do is that we increase our patrols. And patrols, we are day and night patrols. Day and night patrols, we are no Ogome. We are sure the citizens that they should prefer and come to the police to report any threat that they think is happening to them. Come to the police, we are already practice. We are just 24/7, have our men or patrols on standby. If they come, to go assist them to the tennis station. You ask them, they should prefer and come. There is no threat of robbery. He has to be alleged. There is nothing like that.
ASP, one of the things that you can do to resolve this matter, according to security experts, is to form community watch groups who will be gathering some intelligence for the police. Are you considering that?
That's one. We formed that watchdog committee. Yes, that's why we've done that one.
So you have some watchdogs around.
Yes, watchdog committee. But what we realize is that the committee themselves were that the criminals who were stealing. So after this ban, those that we found, those that they brought us like the watchdog committee, we found that yes, but we found them. Majority of them were the criminals.
Well,
take them from the group and reform it.
All right.
That's what we are doing. So we have the watchdog committee, but they are not so trusted. As the committee don't trust them. That they say at times they go and steal. Committee members will go and steal, rob people, take through their money and things for them. So after this ban, the group and reform it. And now we have got the names to send it for vetting.
All right, many thanks to you, ASP Otin, for your time. Let me come back to you, Dr. Baini. Doc, the community people are saying that the high unemployment rate in the community is resulting to this kind of armed robbery and stealing. But the police is also blaming it on some 4 ex-convicts in the area. But it becomes so confusing as to how to tackle this matter. What's the way forward?
Yeah, this is where, against this background of what you said, if it's relating it to the issue or the subject of ex-convicts who have been, also terrorized, as you said, there was no any armed robbery, but I can see that rather there is terrorism. They are terrorizing the people. And if it's the cause by the ex-convict, then of course, this is where we have the problem. Every convict, and when it comes out to be an ex-convict, they must be oriented before they come. And the community must also, in Ghana today, in this 21st century, must be up and down by trying to absorb, reorient them, to reintegrate them to be part of us. If not, that issue, because when they come in, there's nothing for them to do, of course. The result to that.
But interestingly, Dr. Baini, is the fact that the people are losing confidence in the police. But listening to the police yourself, do you see any urgency in them to tackle this matter?
Yes, I see that the immediate thing they can consider or revisit is the problem-oriented policing, which when I talk about this, I'm referring to analytic methods used by the police to develop crime prevention and reduction strategies. This strategy is rated promising. It hasn't, practiced somewhere else. And that is where they have to chip in an application of their human intelligence, the signal intelligence, the mass intelligence, the community intelligence, and open source intelligence. These must be harnessed to be able to, because they don't have to sit down for these things to happen. And that is the work that lies as an onus on them to do. That is intelligence gathering all the time, so that before even it happens, of course, they'll be able to have allowed them because they have been taught, they have been trained to have all these kind of intelligence or principles. This is where they have to be doing. So unless otherwise determined that their numbers are not sufficient, of course, the population of police in Ghana are not able to meet the population that we have. So I think they have a problem, but in actual sense, these are the applications. And of course, if the community says that it is on the national grid, then they have to improve the street lights also. As we said earlier on, neighborhood watch committees also. But there are so many factors depending upon the environment that will determine
in which
what
the
kind of
police
strategies
find
to be adopted.
themselves.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Many thanks to you, Dr. Franklin Baini, a security analyst. We appreciate your time on today's Big Story. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Many thanks for watching. Have a great one.